Hello, good morning students. Welcome to 5th G Science class. Today we will start chapter number 4, pollination. Like other living beings, plants also produce more of their own kind by the process of reproduction. And reproduction process is done by pollination in plants. So, pollination is actually the transfer of pollen grains from anther to stigma of the flower. So, flower is the reproductive organ in plants. What is flower? Flower is the most beautiful and attractive part of the plant. It is colored part of the plant. It can be sweet smelling and it is also called reproductive part, and flowers are of different colors, shape and size. Like the flowers of rose, dahlia, jasmine, sunflower, hibiscus, all these are of different shape and size, and these are also of different colors. Now the next topic is parts of plant. Parts of a flower. Most of the flowers have following parts. The first one, pedicel. Students, the stalk of the plant of the flower is called pedicel. You can see in this picture, this is the stalk, this is called pedicel. Next is thalamus. It is the uppermost end of the pedicel, which this is the pedicel. This is the pedicel, stalk is called pedicel, and the uppermost end of the pedicel is called thalamus, which is swollen and bears the or holds the four walls of the flower. The four walls of the flower are as, first one, sepals, they are green leaf-like structures that protect the flower during the bud stage, and they form the outermost wall of the flower. You can see these are the sepals. Next are petals. Second, petals. They are brightly colored wall next to the sepals, and they attract insects and protect the inner reproductive organs of the flower. You can see these are the petals. Now next are stamen or androecium. See, this is the third wall of the flower and it is the reproductive organ. It has filament and bilobed anther which contains pollen grains. You can see this is the male reproductive part, androecium. This is filament part of this, and this is bilobed anther of the male reproductive part, and both together are called stamen or androecium. Now the next is pistil or gynoecium. Gynoecium is the female reproductive part of the flower, and it has stigma, tubular style and swollen basal part ovary that has ovules inside it. So this is all about the parts of the flower. Next is, students, I will show you one flower and I will explain you all the parts. This is the pedicel part, stalk of the flower, and the uppermost part of the pedicel is called thalamus. It has first wall petals. These are green leaf-like structures, petals, and after that there are this is a green leaf-like structures, sepals, and these are petals. These are the petals, and inside you can see male reproductive part, stamen. Inside the stamen there are two parts, filament and bilobed anther, where pollen grains are there. Students, you can observe the parts of the flower at home. Take a flower and observe all the parts, see all the parts of the flower. Next, after that there is a female reproductive part of the flower. stigma, after that tubular structure you will see style, and after style inside there is a ovary. You can see there is a ovary that has ovules. Now you can see here also stamen or androecium, male reproductive part of the flower, filament will be like this, and anther that has pollen grains will be like this. It has two lobes. Now the female reproductive part, pistil or gynoecium, is like this. It has stigma, then tubular style, then is swollen basal part, ovary that has ovules inside it. Now the next topic is bisexual or unisexual flowers. Students, bisexual flowers have both male and female reproductive parts. Bisexual flowers, for example, flower of China rose and gulmohur. Then unisexual flower. Unisexual flowers have only one part, either male or female reproductive part. Now the next topic is pollination. Students, as we have discussed earlier, pollination is the process in which the pollen grains get transferred from anther to stigma of the flower. Pollination is of two kinds. First one, self-pollination, and second is cross-pollination. Firstly, we will discuss about self-pollination. It is the transfer of pollen grains from anther to stigma of the same flower or different flower of the same plant. You can see the process of pollination here. This is the anther which produces pollen grains. It is the male reproductive part, and pollen grains contain male gametes, and pollen grains will transfer from anther to stigma of the same flower. Stigma is the female reproductive part, and it receives pollen, and from there pollen grains moves through style, then reach to ovary where they fuse with the ovules and form seeds. Ovules are the female gametes, and the fusion of pollen grains, that means male gametes, with the female gametes ovules is called fertilization. Next is cross-pollination. It is the transfer of pollen grains from anther to stigma, from anther of one flower to the stigma of another flower on different individual, but they have the same species. For example, this is the flower of one plant and this is the flower of second plant, but both have the same species. Then the transfer of pollen grains from the anther of one flower to the stigma of the another flower, but both the plants have same species. Then this pollination is called cross-pollination. You can see here. Next topic is need for pollination. Students, pollination is mutually beneficial to plants or to pollinators. Pollination results in the production of seeds, and it is also essential or necessary for plants to reproduce. So students, this is all about your chapter. Homework for you is thoroughly read the chapter and try to solve book exercise on the book and write new words on your notebook. Thank you and have a nice day.